explosive offense, their top wide receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster.
No doubt for the Giants defense. As soon as the Steelers break the huddle, they want to find Juju, find 19. He's no doubt their most explosive receiver. You can see last year, just 3 touchdowns, but after the catch, very tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, the numbers might not be eye-opening, but he only played in 12 games, missed 4 due to injury, and Ben Roethlisberger was injured for pretty much the entire year. He plays inside and outside, Sean, so the Giants will have 2 players matching up with him, James Bradberry and Darnay Holmes. Let's start outside first. When he's outside against James Bradberry, what does he have to look out for?
Yeah, no doubt for Bradberry. He's got to be physical with Juju. At the line of scrimmage, he wants to jam him. Bradberry is a very physical corner. He also has some very good recovery speed, so he's going to want to disrupt the routes. And as you mentioned right here, Juju, look, he played half as many snaps outside as inside, so they're going to certainly move him around.
Now, Sean, we don't know how the Giants are going to utilize James Bradberry. Will they have him travel with the other team's best wide receiver? It is something he did last year. He traveled with the likes of Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, and DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, he did it all, and he only gave up 2 touchdowns, so he has that ability. I think he likes being that guy. He's not going to back down from anybody. All those receivers are different because they're big, physical, tall guys. Juju is a little bit more of a guy in space. He's got a little bit more burst, a little more acceleration than size.
And that's why they like to move him into the slot, where they like to target him on some shorter passes, get it to him in space on those shallow crosses, give him room to get some yards after the catch. Darnay Holmes could be one of the Giants that matches up with him in that slot. What does he need to do to slow him down on those types of routes?
Yeah, Darnay Holmes has been very impressive all throughout training camp and in the scrimmages, constantly breaking up balls. He does a great job with the ball in the air, not panicking, doesn't grab the receiver, has a good ball recognition. But the challenge is going to be finding Juju because, as you mentioned, when they do move him into the slot, it's not always just a one-on-one matchup. They like to put him in these trips formations and kind of hide him a little bit. So now you can't get your hands on him. You can't be physical with him on the release. That creates the space. And, of course, he likes the crossing routes and the deep in routes. That's really where he excels. And it's the yards after the catch. So for Darnay Holmes, John, he's got to make sure if he makes the catch, you make the tackle, and the play ends right there.
And a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster is exactly why the Giants brought in somebody like Logan Ryan, who has the versatility to match up inside with somebody like Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, Logan Ryan can play all over the place. So if you don't want to put a rookie on this veteran right here who's got some tricks up his sleeve, Logan Ryan can absolutely do that. The other thing that Logan does, he brings pressure too. He's a good blitzer. So if you can get pressure on Ben, now it helps out your corners a lot.
And, of course, aside from Juju Smith-Schuster, the Steelers with a lot of weapons outside. Eric Ebron, new addition at tight end. And the other wide receivers, rookie Chase Claypool, big guy with a lot of speed. James Washington's a deep threat. And, of course, Deontay Johnson, the second-year player out of Toledo, who's really nifty and crafty inside.
Yeah, no doubt Ben loves his tight ends in the red zone, so Eric Ebron will be a nice matchup for them, whether